One of the biggest obstacles many actors face when auditioning is memorizing their lines. In this video, I've compiled a list of memorization tips and tricks along with my personal process to help you get off book more quickly and ready to tape. Memorization. For most actors, it's the first step when preparing for an audition, but it can be the hardest step as well. An actor trying to perform a scene or audition not fully memorized is like a hockey player not being able to skate. I asked dozens of working actors what their process was for memorization, and I got back a bunch of great responses. First up, say your lines out loud and record the audio. You can play the audio back throughout the day as you run errands and do chores, so you're constantly absorbing the information. An alternative to this is also recording the other characters' lines out loud, with beats in between, so you can practice saying your lines in between their lines. Next up is writing out your lines. Similar to taking notes in school, the process of writing out your lines can help the words stick a little easier. A Sanford-Meisner technique is to write out all of your dialogue without any breaks or punctuation. This is meant to help you be free of falling into patterns or cadences with your lines and be in the moment. Another writing technique is a process called scoring. Scoring is when you write out the first letter of every word, including capitalization and punctuation in each line. So the line, "What are you doing here?" reads capital WAYDH ? Or you can write the dialogue out in your own words. It sounds counterintuitive, but the process can help people better understand what exactly and why they're saying something, which makes it easier to memorize the actual lines. For others, simply going one line at a time, memorizing each sentence until they can say it as fast as they can before moving on to the next is their preferred method. Some say they go for long walks, memorizing as they move. There are actually apps, for example, Line Learner and Memorizer.me, that can help you with this process as well. For me personally, I actually recommend not making memorization the priority. Instead, work the script. Use the script checklist to read and reread the scene. What it is you want, what's in your way, how are you going to get around it, what are your relationships, your circumstances, and your arc. Then, try triggering your line from the character's line before. Most writing for a scene is a conversation, so one character's line triggers the next. I also mark the beats where I see a new thought enter my character's head. By the time I have worked in all of these practices on my script, I am very familiar with the lines. But now I have character and motivation behind all of them as well. If you want to know more about the script checklist and triggering, check out the videos I made explaining those in the links below. Whether you're a visual, audible, or kinetic learner, I highly recommend you try each of these techniques and see what works best for you. And remember, memorizing is such a crucial step in preparing for a scene, but there's still so much more work that needs to be done. So hopefully these tips will help get you to that next step more quickly and help you tape your next audition with confidence. What are some issues you struggle with when preparing for an audition? Any tips or tricks I didn't mention? Also, what is your favorite movie and actor? Tell me separately in the comments below. Take care and best of luck with your auditions.